So in the previous lecture, basically we have taken the SOP form, right? So now we discussed how to minimize the POC form. It is quite similar to SOP form. In SOP form, we are taken once, while in the POS form, we are taken as zeros, right? We'll consider the POS form, right? So for the two variables K map, how many cells we have taken? For the two variables, we have taken the 4 cells, right? This is the K map for the two variables. We are taken as here A and B, right? So this is 0, this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, right? So in the POS form, right, product of sum forms, this 0 represents your what? So in the POS form, this 0 represent B, while the 1s represent here the B bar, right? Similarly, here this is your A and this is your A bar. This is the only difference, right? And here, if we pair like octet, quads, then we have to taken that as a product of sum forms, right? So, and numbering is same. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, and similar. If you are taken other cells like 3 variables, 4 variables, and numbering remains the same, right? So here we are taken one particular example. From that example, it should be clear. So this is your two variables, one function, and this is your POS form, right? This is the standard form, the standard way to represent POS form, right? Product of sum, right? And which are your max terms? 0, 1, 3. It means, what is the meaning of max terms? Means at these positions, your expression is 0, right? So how to make the K-map for this particular function? This is two variable function. So from here 4 cells are we have to draw. This is A, this is B, and this is B, this is B bar, 0, 1, this is A, this is A bar, right? 0, 1, right? So this is 0 cell, this is first, this is second, this is third. So at 0th, first and thirds all are your zeros, right? So this is the way to solve K-map for the product of sum forms, right? So now please tell me, this quad is possible? No. Octet is possible? No. What is the possible? Pairing is possible, right? So how many pairs are possible? 2 pairs are possible, right? Yeah, this is first pair and this is your second pair, right? This is your second pair. So from the second pair, what is the expression? Which one is common terms here? Which one is common? This B bar is common, right? This B bar is common, so B bar. And from this red one pair, which one is common? This A is common. From this red one A, what is the final solution or minimized expression for the same? A plus B bar, right? Sorry, not A plus B bar. This is the POS form. So this is product of these sums, right? So this is A dot B bar, right? Clear the difference between SOP and POS form? Okay, so we'll take one other example. Suppose in this example, suppose in this example 1, 2, 3. These are your we can say max terms, right? So now these are your zeros. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, right? These are your zeros. Now similar 2 pairs are possible. One is this pair, right? What is the output from this pair? Which one is common? This A bar is common, right? And this, so this is your second pair. From this pair B bar is taken. So A bar dot B bar, right? Clear? This is a two variable. Now I am taking one more example in which we will discuss about the don't care condition. This is very similar to SOP form, only difference is zeros and the 1, right? Now tell me, What is the solution for this? This is two variables. Here the don't care condition is given at position 3, right? So this is your K map. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, right? And this don't care is at 3, right? So how many pairs are possible for it? One is possible. Why we did not taken this x as 0? Because it is not required, right? Yeah, because it is not required, so it will add one extra terms, and our aim for the K map is, using the K map, is to minimize the expression. If we have taken this x as 0, then unnecessary, it will add one more terms, right? Clear? So here from this, the answer is only the B. Clear? Now, if the K map is like this, if the K map is like this, it is clear that at position 0 and the 2, it is 0, right? Because this is the POS form max terms. This is 0th position, this is first, this is second, this is third, and it is given that at this third position there is a don't care condition, right? And you know the don't care condition as per your requirement, right? You can take don't care position as 0 or the ones, right? If we are talking about the SOP form, then we have to taken as a, like, if your function is minimized, right, by taken x as a 1 in SOP form. If your function is minimized, then we have to taken as a 1, while in the POS form, by putting x equal to 0, if your function is minimized, then we have to taken it as a 0, right? Here in this case, right, if we are taken x as a 0, right, if you taken x as a 0, then how many pairs are possible? Two pairs. One is this, second one is this, right? And from these two pairs, what is the expression? This is from this first pair, output is B. From this second pair, this is A bar, right? And the final expression is A bar dot B, right? If we have taken this x don't care as a 1, right? 1 means this is PS form. So how many pairs are possible? What is the output? B, right? So which one is minimized? This one is minimized or this one is minimized? This one is minimized. So we have to ignore x, or we have to take x as a 1, right? So in that case, we have to ignore the don't care condition, right? Clear? So in the second case, if we are taken expression like this, 3, and now we can say don't care is 2, right? Now can you please tell me, this is 0th position, this is first, this is second, this is third, and this is your don't care. Now can you please tell me, this x we have to consider or not? So if we are not taken x as a 0, then a pair is possible or not? No, this is your one single terms, this is your one single terms, right? So there is no pair possible, right? And if you have taken x is equal to 0, then two pairs are possible. One is this, one is this, right? So in this case, we have to consider the don't care condition. Otherwise, it will not give the minimized solution, right? Okay. So this is all about the two variable K map for the POS form, right? Now for the three variables, we are taken one particular example. If we are drawing one directly, I am drawing one K map, right? Or we can say the function is A, B, C, which is equal to product of sum. These are your max terms, right? 4, 6, 7, right? So it is three variable K map. So how many cells we have to taken? 8, right? We have to taken 8 cells over the K map. This is A, this is B, C, right? This is 0, 0, this is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, this is 0 and the 1. This 0 represent as your A, this represent A bar. What is this 0, 0? What these cells represent? in the PS form? B, B plus C, right? B plus C. This is PS form, right? And here this 0, 1, B plus C bar. What is this? B bar, right? This is B bar plus C, right? Clear? Now this is 0 cell, 0th, first, second, third. Numbering is same. 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So now tell me which one is zeros, which one is 1. This zeros, it is given. Max term is this 0, first, fourth, sixth, seventh. Oh, sorry, just a minute. No, this is fifth, fourth, sixth, seventh, right? These are your max terms, right? Now, how to solve it? How to minimize it? Can you please tell me, is octet is possible or not? No? Octet is not possible. So, quad is possible or not? No. Quad is also not possible. So, yes, pairing is possible. So, how many pairs are possible? First is this pair, right? Yeah. First is this pair, right? So, from this pair, what is the output? From this pair, which one is common terms? See, keep this thing in mind. This is not SOP, this is the PS form, right? So, how to find the output? Which one are the common terms, right? We have to taken the sum of those common terms, right? So, which one is common terms? This one is common, and from here, this is common. So, what is the output? A dot B or A plus B? A plus B, right? Clear? Understand the difference? Please make a difference between this SOP form and the PS form, right? Don't get confused. Okay. So second pair is this. So what is the output from this pair? Which one is common? Directly B plus C is common. So B plus C, right? So from the third pair, which is possible third pair? This one This one is possible third pair. So what is the output from this pair? A bar plus B bar. Okay. So what is the final minimized expression for this? Final minimized expression. Product of all these sums, right? A plus B. Right? This is the final minimized of this PS form. Right? Clear? Now we have taken one more example. This is 3 variable. So this is given and this don't care condition is given, right? So this is 0, 1, right? 2, 3 are don't care condition, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are zeros, right? Now tell me, this quad is possible? Quad is possible or not? Quad is possible, right? So this is your one quad, right? Here we have to take an x as a 0, right? Because by taken x as a 0, one quad is possible, right? And if one quad is possible, it is preferred, right? Clear? What is the second quad? So from this quad, can you please tell me what is the output? This is B plus C, this is B plus C bar, this is B bar plus C bar, this is B bar plus C, right? So now from this quad, what is the output? Right? Only one terms. What is the second possible pair? Sorry, quad. This one. So what is the output from this? A. What is the final expression? Minimized expression. So this is product of sums, right? And sums we are getting from the our octet, pairing, all these things, right? And then in the final, we have to take in the product of all those sums, right? Similar to in this case. Clear? So can you please tell me in this first case, there is a one more pair is possible. Can you please tell me which one is that pair? 4 and 6, right? Exactly, right? This pair. But this is not required because already these zeros are we have to taken, right? That is your what? Redundant terms. Clear? Because you know your K-map follows which type of coding? In the previous lecture I told you it follows the gray coding, right? Now we are studying the 4 variable K-map, right? This is 4 variable K-map, right? So how many cells we have to taken in the K-map for this? 16, right? So this is AB, this is CD, right? So what is this? See, what is this? What is this first cell? This represents C plus D, right? Clear na? This represent, right? So now as per our questions, which are zeros? So this is 0, 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? This is 4, this is 5, this is 6, 7, this is 8, this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Clear? Now tell me, octet is possible or not? Now quad is possible or not? So, this is your first quad, if I am not wrong, right? This is your first quad, and what is the output from this first quad? Which one is common, right? What is the second possible quad? There or not? It is possible or not? Only the pair is possible, right? So I am saying this is your second pair, first pair after quad. What is the output? Please tell me. A bar plus B bar, and which one is common? This D bar is common, right? So we have to take the sum forms, right? And then in the final we have to take the product of all these sums, right? Clear? So which one is the third pair or the second pair after the quad? This one is your next pair. And what is the output from this pair? Right? And next pair, this one is your the next pair, right? And from this pair, your output is A plus B plus C, right? And what is the final minimized expression of this? The final minimized expression of this is A plus B plus D bar plus A plus B plus C, right? This is the final answer for this numerical, right? Any doubt? So you can try more examples like this, right? This is all about the K-map from my side. Now we'll discuss one more terms, that is the implicant. Can anyone tell me what is meant by the implicants? This is also the important one topic which comes into the which comes under the K-map, right? This is the part of K-map, right? This term is implicants. Now I am going. This term is based on the K-map, right? This is one term called the implicants. For example, this is one function y equal to ab plus abc plus bc, right? So the group of ones is called the implicants, right? Group of ones. This is the SOP form, so that's why group of ones. So group of ones is called the implicants. Group may be your 1, 2, 3. Write this. Here we are saying here implicants are your AB ABC and BC, all are your, these are implicants, right? Means if any one of these terms are true, right? If any one of these terms are true, then Y is also the true. Means true means if anyone, suppose your AB is product of this AB, A dot B is 1, right? So then your function is 1 in that case, right? So these A, B, ABC and BC all are your implicants. Now maybe some questions are arising in your mind, then if these are implicants, then what do you mean by the midterms, right? Can anyone tell me? If these are implicants, then why we don't call these are the midterms? You can say midterms are basically those terms which contains all the variables, right? Minterms are those terms which contains all the variables, right? Here AB is not basically your minterms, right? Here this ABC is your minterms, right? If we are representing AB C bar, then we can say this is your minterms, right? If we means if ABC, if we are saying BC A bar, this is your minterms, right? So that's why these we can say every minterms is your implicants, but every implicants is not the minterms, right? Understand my statement? Each minterms can be an implicant, but each implicant are not the minterms. Understand what I try to say? Means minterms are those things which contains the every variables, right? While the implicants are those terms which makes this function as a 1, right? So in the second case, if I am taking one function which contains the 4 variables a, b, c, d, and here this is the expression, right? So now tell me how many implicants are there? How, these are minterms or not? Can you please tell me? These are not your minterms because this did not contains all the 4 variables, right? So in the canonical form, what we can write? In the canonical form, we can write this thing, right? We can represent this thing, clear? Because it will not affect over the anything. Na? If we put d plus d bar, then ABCD plus ABCD bar, right? ABCD is already there, so we can write ABCD bar, right? Then we can say that this is your minterms, right? Clear the thing? Now in this particular there is a one more terms that is called the prime implicant. Prime 100% one question will be asked from this topic in your particular exam, right? Minor or major, right? So prime implicant, so it is also represented as the pi in various books, right? Pi means the prime implicants, right? So it is basically largest possible group of one, largest possible group of one. What is the meaning of this? So for example, from this example, here I am taking similar example, this 4 variables, right? So an implicant, so prime implicant is an implicant of function. So I am writing this particular statement here. Prime implicant is an implicant of function such that if any variable is removed, the resulting term did not remains implicant. What is the meaning of this statement? Means prime implicant is an implicant of function such that if any variable is removed from the implicant, then the resulting terms did not remains the implicant, right? For examples, there are the four implicants here. Now, which are your primary implicants, right? Prime implicants. For example, as per our statement from this first ABC, if we remove the C, if any variable is removed, if you remove the C, then the resulting terms is AB. So AB is your implicant in this function or not? AB is implicant in this function or not? No, because these are four implicants. So ABC is your what? One primary implicant. Next, what is your A bar BD? If you removed any variables, if you remove the B from this A bar BD, then the resulting terms is A bar D. So A bar D is implicant or not? So this is your second primary implicant. What about ABCD? If we removed from D from here, then if you remove D from here, then ABC is your what? Implicant or not? Yes, it is your implicant, right? So this is not the primary implicant, right? Next, what about A bar B? This A B bar CD, A B bar CD. Clear about the now this is as per theoretical statement. Now the question comes, sir, it takes the lot of time if you find primary implicant like this method, right? So now my answer is yes, it will take more time. So now I am telling you how to find the prime implicant by using the K-map, right? Because if you consider, if you take all these points as per this theoretical statement, then it takes a lot of time, right? So by using K-map directly you can find out the how many implicants are possible, which are the prime implicants, which are the essential prime implicants. Next term is essential prime implicant, right? So which is non-essential prime implicant. So these are really basically terms which are asked in the exams. Which are the implicants, which are the prime implicants, which are the essential prime implicant, and which are the non-essential prime implicants. And next term is your D1 cell, right? So I'm going to tell the meaning of this and how to find this using the K-map. With the K-map you can easily find out, right? I already told you the meaning of implicants, prime implicants. Essential prime implicants are those prime implicants. Essential prime implicants are those prime implicants which must comes into the minimized expression, which must comes into the minimize expression, right? Clear? While the non-essential prime implicants are those prime implicants which will not, which is not mandatory to comes into the final minimize expression, right? So I am going to clear my all these theoretical statement with one particular example of the K-map, right? Okay, this D1 cells, the full form is distinguished, maybe by using distinguished one cell, right? So means the distinct one cell. So now with the K-map I am going to tell what is the meaning of this distinct one cell. For example, this is your K-map, right? So in this K-map, this is given, I am directly giving, this is given. Now tell me, quad is possible or not? No, only the pairs is possible. So which one is this, right? So this one is your first pair. Maximum possible pairs. See, I am saying maximum possible pairs, which includes your redundant terms also, right? This is the meaning of prime implicants. Prime implicant means, prime implicant means all maximum number of pairs, right? This is the meaning of prime implicants in terms of K-map, right? So this is your one pair, right? This is your second pair. This is your third pair. This is your fourth pair, and this is your fifth pair. Understand? Any doubt in this? Now, the first question comes: which one are the D1 cells? D1 cells are your those ones that are circled only by one pi. Means this is your D1 cell, the star marks, and this is your D1 cell. Means in which only there is a one circle, right? Means there are no overlapping. Similarly for this ones, how many circles are there? This is one. This is second circle. Means it is overlapping is there. Similarly in this one overlapping is there. In this one overlapping is there. In this one also overlapping is there, while in this one there is a no overlapping. So how many D1 cells are there in this K map? There are the two D1 cells in this K map, right? Clear? And essential prime implicants. Now I am going to tell how to find the essential prime implicants. Essential prime implicants are those prime implicants that includes one or more D1 cells. That includes one or more D1 cells. What is the meaning of this? Understand the basic meaning of this essential prime implicants. I already told you essential prime implicants are those implicants which must comes into the final minimized expression. So in this K map, this pair must comes into the final expression or not? 100%? 100% na? Right? This pair, you have to write the expression of this pair in the final minimized expression, right now. And what about this pair? What about this pair? This pair you can reduce. This is not EPI, right? This is not essential prime implicant. So this is your what? This is not non. This is non-essential prime implicant. Yes, this is PI, but this is not the EPI. Understand? What about this one? What about this pair? This pair also must you have to write in the final expression. So this is also the EPI, right? So from this KMF we can write EPI are those that includes your the one or more D1 cells. Understand? So now I am giving you one example. So from that KMF, can you find out the number of PI, number of D1 cells, number of EPI, right? You can find. So like this type of examples will be asked in your exam, right? So I'm giving here one particular more example. Like this also you can write, right? I already told you in the first lecture. Now this is your K map, right? Now tell me, this is 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, right? So now tell me, quad is possible or not? Only the pair is possible, right? So which one is the first pair? This one is your first pair, right? Which one is the second pair? Now the question is, first understand the questions. How many PIs are there? How many D1 cells? How many EPI? How many non-EPI? And what is the minimized expression? This is the question, right? So this is your second pair, right? Which one is the third pair? This one is the third pair. Which one is the fourth pair? This one is the fourth pair. Which one is the next pair? This one is the next pair, right? Now, first of all, how many PI are there? 5. Can you name them, all the 5 PIs? The output of all these things, right? So what is the output from this first red one? Can you please tell me red one? Which are the common terms in the red one? C bar D. This is also M. C bar D A. What is the next pi? This one, blue one, blue circle one output. What is the output? A. What is the next pi? This one, what is the output? BCD, right? What is the next pi? The yellow one. A bar, B, next C, right? What is the next pi? This green one. C, D bar, and A bar, right? This is also common, huh? Clear? These are your 5 pi. What are your D1 cells? Can you please tell me which one are your D1? This one and this one, right? So 2 D1 cells. What are your EPI? This red one. This red one is your first EPI, and this green one is also your second EPI, right? Clear, na? Clear? So how many EPI? 2 EPI. And what are those 2 EPI? C bar, DA, and what is the second one? C, D bar, A bar. Means these two terms must comes into your final expression, right? Understand? And what are your known EPI? What are known EPI? Remaining one, 5 minus 2, 3 are your known EPI, right? And what is the minimized expression? Minimized expression means these two terms must comes into your minimized things. And what are the extra terms? You can take extra terms. This one also you can take, right? Clear? And what is this? What is this? BCD, right? Clear? This is your minimized expression. Any doubt in this? Right? So you can solve this type of numericals. Now you can ask to me, sir, if this is implicants, what about the POS form? If you are taken at the zeros, in the POS form, these implicants are defined by the implicates, right? This is the terms. Everything remains same. Only the terms change, that is implicates, right? D1 cells means number of zeros. Distinguish that is not D1 cell. In this implicants we are representing as the zero cell, right? Implicants are for your SOP form, while the implicates are defined for the POS form. Understand? I am not going into the details of all this implicants because I already discussed a lot about the implicants. Everything is same. Only the ones are replaced by the zeros, right? And D1 cells here in for the implicants we are saying as the D0 cell, right? Clear? So directly I am giving you one examples because we already have the 5 minutes more. So from these examples it should be clear what is your implicates and the implicants. These are your zeros. Now tell me, what is possible? No. Now tell me, how many we can say implicates, prime implicates, essential prime implicates, non-essential prime implicates, and the final minimize function, right? Now tell me. Now which one are the pairs? First is this pair. What is the output of this pair? Sorry, just a minute. I am giving here the x3, x4, x1, x2, right? So I am here defined x1, x2. In the previous examples, we have taken one ABCD, right? So now tell me, this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now tell me, what is the output of this first pair? Yes, x2. This is common. This 0 is common, means x3 is common. x3 and plus what? What? X plus x2 plus x3, right? Clear? Clear? Now, which one is the second possible pair? This one. What is the output from this? What is the next possible pair? Then what is the output from this? Right? What is the next possible? Any possible or not? This one is also possible. Now see, this one is possible. I am going to tell you. This one is possible, na? This one and this one. Right. So what is the output from this? This is only x3 plus x4 plus what will come? Which one is common? This 0 is common, so it will come x2, right? Clear? So this is your. So now tell me, which one is your implicates? How many implicates? Now first of all tell me how many D1 cells? How many D1 cells? How many D1 cells? First of all tell me this. Second this and 3 this. This is also D1 cell, na? Right? It is not overlapping. So if D1 D0 cells, not D1, sorry, D0 cells are your 3, right? So how many EPI? This is your first EPI. What is the second EPI? This is your second EPI. What is third EPI? This one, right? And what is the value of this EPI? What is the value? X1 bar plus X2 bar plus, right? This is your third EPI. So these are your EPI, right? And what are your known EPI? So prime implicants, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And it comes 2. Now one thing, how many implicants? This is the point. Now tell me, how many implicates in this example? See, in the first, I told you number of zeros are your what? Implicants, and number of ones are your implicants, right? Number of zeros are your implicates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So 6 are your implicates. If we write the canonical form, right, you have to write the expression for all the zeros, right? Clear? So there are the 6 implicates. Clear? Similarly, in this previous examples, how many implicants? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? Now, can I say these prime implicates are basically dual of implicants? You can try this statement. Prime implicates are dual of implicants, right? Clear? Prime implicates are dual of prime implicates. You can verify this statement at home, right? So in this lecture, we covered basically your K-map and all these terms, PI, EPI, non-EPI, implicants, implicates, right? So in the next lecture, we will discuss one more method that is called the tabular method or Quine-Mikulski method to minimize the expression, right? To minimize the expression if number of variables are more than 5. I already told you in the previous lecture that one other method, that is QM method, is used to minimize that expression which has more than 5 variables, right? So students, if you have any doubt related to this topic, then you can send me a mail or you can contact me directly. So for more video update, please subscribe this channel, fine, so that every information regarding your course or regarding this digital electronics lectures you can get easily. Fine. Thank you for your attention.